And
All right, so what time are we at here? 9:40? Is that correct? 9:40?
Yeah.
all right, man. I'll catch you guys. Enjoy your night.
All right, we'll see you, Strange.
See you later. 21. That's insane. Like almost double his age.
Yeah, Strange is fucking crazy.
All right. Yeah, this pump was just dumb. So stupid. Like,
Yeah, it was brutal.
and that's where I get fucked on ES, dude. Like you said, it's a bitch. Like it'll just pump, dude.
Yeah.
It'll just fucking pump for no reason. Just pump, pump, pump. But I mean, you could have known like there's a couple things they could have got you out of it. The overnight high was at 87 and a half. Um, with a point of control at 84. So there's a chance those could get hit. But um, yeah, dude, if you were watching NQ, you probably shorted.
Yeah, I wanted to short NQ. I mean, this was a really weird. I mean, that was just a fucking ridiculous sell.
Yeah, just all straight selling, and then we just run right over it. No big deal.
This would have been a decent long, but I would have been fucking skeptical.
Why? Because of the red delta at the bottom, and
Well,
then
I mean, we,
on
we
top
have
of it,
I mean we have weak hands at these lows, but then you see buyers are kind of stepping up and rebidding it, and that's where POC ended up being was down here.
oh, you say weekends because of the actual transacted bid volume is just not what you want to see as far as continuation from that big candle.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to my. I don't know what happened to my.
There's like a missing
Yeah.
column, rows. All right. So are we waiting? Are you looking to analyze like at the first breakdown or the actual top?
I wanted to analyze the top, but I kind of just want to run it through. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Um,
And your time and sales is just highlight. What's the highlight for time and sales?
Sweeps
Please.
and I want to say
Yeah, that's what it
50.
is. Okay. Are you combining by type and price?
No, I should do. I can. I don't really know. I've been kind of experimenting with it.
I think time and price makes the most sense. Like you just want to see how much hit at that level at that time. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
the
mean?
issue is I can see this on my reset. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it on the report because like the past couple of times we've seen those like crazy icebergs come in where you just see like 1,000 lots come in like instantly. You could like your the whole time in sales turns blue. Like I mean, it just is crazy. Um,
You use the recent bid ask as like, do you almost use it as a footprint too, like to see like
yeah.
where we
I mean, it
like where we
helps.
sit, right?
Yeah, like if I'm watching this, you know, I'm saying okay, like someone stepped up 66.
Yeah,
Offer
56, and
keeps
then
reloading here.
we just get and that just run over by just a stack of bids.
Yeah, like I would probably try to like long this just because I'm watching us trade back in the zone, weak hands at lows, then it gets swallowed up. Trying to kind of rebid, kind of trying. Eventually, yeah, I would have got stopped. I would have got really fucked. Um, I'm at fucking 6x speed. Damn. Like just seller regression. Watch it refresh. I don't know. I might be changing my settings on this, but as I'm
It's
more.
giving me how there's gaps on the recent bid ask. It shows like the aggressive selling. I don't know, but um, and then this you can see that large negative delta on the left, and you want
Yeah.
to see that get run over.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing like weak hands on the footy down here. Well, not necessarily weak hands, but I mean like not really what I would like to see for like continuation. Like I would like part of me
And
would
you got
want
a
to chase
taper on
that.
the right. You got a taper on the right.
Yeah, that's true. Like I would probably want to try to bid 73.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting that absorption through here.
Absorption on the bid. You see it? Is that
Or,
what you're saying?
or no, just absorption in general. I mean, I'm just seeing like a lot of price being traded here. I mean, these are it's not really necessarily like absorption, but I'm seeing a
It's
lot of
volume.
volume.
It's
Yeah,
lots
I
of
mean, I'm
volume.
seeing volume transacted. I'm seeing okay, like buyers stepped up pretty aggressively here at 73.
You can also see on the session profile on your
Yeah.
execution, a little node right there. Yeah.
Like, okay, so I see this like LVN. Like, I would probably try to. I'd be looking for an entry. I'd maybe try to chase that. Like, sometimes I'll play the LVNs as well. The LVNs are nice, and then like I would maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I might still
I
do
really
that.
play them all the time. Yeah. The problem is, it's like that's the thing with the ESO is when you try to scalp, it's like that one move will just erase your that little
Oh
stop
yeah.
out. Like it's like that's why I don't know. I try to decide, and that's something philosophically I was going to ask you earlier was, do you think it's, yeah, I think people who actually make money consistently are holding for targets, but I think mentally it's almost easier to go for short base hits. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
with
no, it is.
lower
It
your,
is sometimes. I mean, like sometimes I gotta realize, like, okay, if I make like 3 6 point trades, I'm up 16 or I'm up 18 points. You know,
yeah,
and sometimes it's better than just trying to hold because I get fucked a lot. Is when I'm holding a trade, I have a good entry and like I don't take profits, I don't anything, and I'll be like, oh, you know what? Like I'm up 11 points, like give me 15, and then like the order flow is showing that I'm not gonna get 15, that this is getting close to a top or whatever, and then I'm like, no, I still want the 15, and it's just like a greed almost, and then I'm like, I'm seeing the order flow, I'm seeing what's happening, but then I'm like, I'm almost making something up in my head to justify why I should hold this trade, and that's like a really hard, that's a really hard emotion to kind of get through. Like
yeah.
that's something Heck does extremely well. Um, Something I'm still trying to kind of like work on.
You just added on
Yeah,
this.
like I'm kind of seeing some bids refresh here, and then I'm seeing like a seller try to kind of come in, but was kind of relatively weak. Now it's gonna be a little biased because I mean I know what happens like throughout the day, but I
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Are you trying to record this all the way through, or can we go back? If you want to record, it's fine. Like I don't want to mess
oh
with the recording.
I'm
But
just recording it because I can use it to post on Twitter or on YouTube if I
yeah, that's what I
decide.
thought. So I don't want to mess up your swag, but I
No,
also am curious.
I don't give a shit what I post.
The
Like
refresh thing, I'm interested in seeing that
like
again.
I'm watching. Okay, I mean like we're still stepping up here. Like we've got decent cell like strength essentially. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I'm just like this just keeps refreshing. We've got these like massive buyers at these highs. Now if I let's say I kind of see it like start to flush out and I see that flip like 300 like 300 cells and so forth, then I'd get like a little bit worried. Um,
300 on the recent bid ask?
yeah,
You mean?
like if I'm watching these buy like I'm like there's 345 312 and then I'm watching it and then I'm kind of like I see them not necessarily flip, but I see that kind of pressure flip again. Like I saw, like these buyers stepped up even with these sellers at these lows, so I think that's pretty relatively bullish. I'd like to see continuation. I mean, to me, this is just sellers fucked at the lows. This is just absorption. This is showing that there is someone passively trying to push this up. You know?
Right. So you also note the same. Like I'll try to note this too. But once a reversal, like clearly we have one now, is being established. Something that actually helps you. Like you're not going to chicken out on the first like bid, like heavy bid. You want to actually see that as absorbed, and that's actually a sign of hold. You know what I mean?
Like
Because it's never.
trying to catch the low from like today is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I'm
after
just saying,
sell off.
like basically with your entry right now, like
Oh, with my entry
you
right
know,
now.
when you see heavy bid volume, it's like you're not scared just yet. You're like, okay, I want to see this get absorbed, and that's my confidence to stay in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Uh huh.
it's not going to be all asked the whole way up.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like I'm watching kind of the same thing here. I'm watching a big buyer at these highs, and then I want to see sellers kind of get like absolutely fucking fucked here. Like this is pretty bullish,
And then the
bullish,
buyer
bullish.
engages. Buyer engages.
Like okay, I'm probably gonna take one here because I've seen this 88, 89. I saw a whole bunch of buys refresh there. Yeah, 88, 89, and then they kind of got not necessarily swallowed up, but we kind of kept pushing back. So like I would take one off. Plus that's almost at these highs. Like watching a seller kind of here at 90, kind of getting swallowed through essentially. We're just still pushing. I just saw like 145 just get swallowed up, but we're still pushing. Like they're 200, 100. We're kind of getting stops. So like I would maybe take one off again and just kind of like reevaluate. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but in my head, like I see that makes sense, and then like I'm like okay, like I can like this would be a decent place. Now if I was in more, like I would still be holding and holding. Um, but like when I see those big bids come in, and then like there was massive that was like 600, and sometimes at the highs and lows, like you'll see lots of volume traded. But like I was just kind of watching the same spot, kind of refresh this bid. It did push up a couple ticks, but then it came back down, and you'd get that reloading. It's not a bad place to take profit essentially. And then like I'm seeing like these big volume being traded up here.
Is you're not actually looking at the resting amounts.
No,
When
I
you
don't.
say
I don't
refresh,
give a shit about the resting. Like the only
that's
time I
what I
do
thought,
is
yeah.
when I see the like 500 here, 500 there. Then I'm like, okay, I should probably stay away from this. But no, I don't really care about the resting.
That makes sense. When you say refresh, it's at the recent bid ask, and that makes sense. So you want to see like multiple hits, and I've seen that too. You can clearly see sometimes people re-engaging.
Yeah, and I need to get my. I need to re-hotkey everything. I broke my. I had like a little trade board or
Yeah.
like a hotkey board, and I ended up it just stopped working, so I need to get a new one. Otherwise, I would just press buttons and everything would refresh. So like, I'm seeing here we're not necessarily finished. I mean, there's no taper. Plus, I just see equal buying, not equal buying and selling, but buying and selling on both sides. When I see like a taper where there's like a couple buyers through, then I'll be a little bit
No
cautious.
tapers. Yeah.
And then like, okay, so I see here like there's fucking 600 buyers. There's crazy buyers up here. We're not really doing anything. So now I'm seeing that, okay, momentum is kind of shifting until we can break through. Then I see negative 500. So not necessarily saying this person flipped, but someone could have been taking profit or someone could have been repositioning. And this might be wrong, but in like my head is like, okay, if you're a large market participant, I'm not going to just rightly buy or I'm not just going to rightly sell. Like if you're trying to fuck over people or especially people who are seeing these orders, like if I'm going to short this move, I'm going to buy 1,000 lots and then I'm going to fucking sell 1,000 lots at a different frequency, a different speed, different orders, you know? Because if that's where I'm trying to get short, like I'll take 1 or 2 point loss or 2 tick loss so I can get, because like when it comes to like the icebergs and these large orders and stuff, they can hold more than we can. They can't hold like 200-300 points, but like, you know, they can hold 10 points and they don't really care. So that's what I mean, in my head, and this could be wrong because I'm not a fucking market maker, but like I'm thinking that this guy might have maybe just bought to get everyone all fucking horny up here just to like get in a net short position, as well as, you know, that gets late buyers up here, which adds more liquidity to add to get short. Like, look, there's another 600. So like, I'm seeing crazy 600 here. So like, I would just mark this. So like, sometimes when I see these large orders, like I will just mark them essentially. And I'll
600 is on the recent, or the total trade.
No, I'm just looking on the footprint right now. Like, I mean, there's hella volume built through here, but like, look, 6, 7, 7, 500.
And that's horizontal difference, right? Not diagonal.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
I'm like, like in reality, if someone's throwing down 3,000 lots essentially at these highs buying, and we're not fucking mooning, I'm a little cautious. Yeah. I'm just, you know, POC even shifted up here.
Right there. What is it? 85? Yeah, we're basically at the. Are we at the overnight high? We already touched it.
Yeah, we're already through it.
Yeah, so you're also thinking of the game theory aspect as well. You're not just taking the order flow literally. You're thinking of.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, like a lens, and then look at the stacked. Okay, for the stacking, looks like you got a lot more offers stacking now than before. Okay.
And like I'm just watching.
Yes.
I would maybe actually try that. I'll watch some sides just kind of refresh here between both sides, and I'm watching still the bid kind of just keep refreshing and stepping. Like in my head, like I think of it as like stepping, or like stepping, offer lifts, push. Like it just kind of like refreshes in my head because like honestly, like the recent bid and ask is really important to me. That's kind of been a really good thing to see. Like, okay,
everyone who's serious uses it. Everyone who's serious so far. Like I've pulled so many people. You have no idea how many people I've talked to. No one's been able. Like this is like the first time, and I've talked to some people you probably know in the industry, like some big names. But this is the first time I actually got on an actual discussion, like looking at shit live. But everyone I know who's making money uses the recent.
Yeah, I like it. And like another thing too is like I'm like looking at the footprint. I'm like just like okay, these are like weak hands at the bottom. -29. I mean -105. That's okay. I mean it's not like anything like super significant, in my opinion. I'd probably take the stop out here. I'd probably try to like re-enter it if I saw a decent kind of rebid. Just watching refresh. And watching. I mean we're still kind of stacking numbers both sides.
What monitor size do you have for this, by the way?
What was that?
Tangent. What monitor size is holding all this, by the way?
This is it's a 31 and a half.
Okay, got it.
It's not my main one, but it is. The only reason why it works is because my other one is 344 by 2580 or 2560, and when I take videos, the quality doesn't come out as good. This gets me the best quality to record and post and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I use this one right now.
Okay. So right now we're at 80-ish. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of on the leg, a lot of negative delta, negative 938 on the actual session profile.
Yeah.
And then we're at the bottom. We're basically at the bottom of the top half of the distribution. But as Heck was saying earlier, the top of the volume profile is very flat. There's no excess.
Yeah.
So that's a clue that we're not done.
Yeah.
Now we're coming up on this like LVN ish. We're a lot of negative delta, not really moving just yet.
And like usually like this is a clear, I mean, from my perspective is I don't really care for the negative delta. Like yes, it's at the lows and whatever, but like okay, it's at the lows and we're not like doing shit. Like to me that's just giving me clear confirmation that we're going to go a little bit higher. Like there was 265 and 105, 300 stepping up. Keep going, but yeah, that the access on this that's a really good. Hex taught me a lot about that. That like, but it's weird because sometimes ES will just like have fucking poor highs on the profile, like on the TPO, and it just doesn't do shit, and it'll just dump, or we'll have poor lows and we'll never fix it. So sometimes it is a little weird on ES. I will say that. So like on this, what am I? 89.75. It went down to 88. It's not too terrible. Like on something like that, if I'm up a couple points, like I'll just kind of manage that. That was really quick. Still,
that was the Trump thing earlier. Yeah.
Still really weak hands in my opinion down here. And it's easier to say like weak hands more on buyers because you'll see like sometimes like on these candles like you'll see like the large orders that not necessarily weak hands, but you'll see like okay 11, 20. But then it refreshes again. You see 172 kind of near these highs, 127 at these highs. When I'm seeing those large buyers kind of step up at those like, I say like poor. I mean I don't know why I'm using the word poor hands, but like at those kind of like poor highs, whatever. It's better on the buy side because those buyers will kind of refresh. Like we have so many candles that you see wick ups and then we just keep filling, especially that lately. Sellers on the other hand, you'll see those like hard sells, then you'll see those wicks, and then those wicks usually sometimes never get fucking filled.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, dude, 100%.
If that makes sense.
I mean, it's kind of like it's just ES goes up, dude. Like that's
yeah,
designed to go
up. Stocks go up. I mean, that's really what it is.
It's really that, dude. It's really bid volume is like I'd be thinking like bid volume is like maybe 60% chances to sell, 40% chances to buy, maybe even 50-50, and then ask volume I'm thinking like maybe like 70-30, 70 it's a buy. You know what I mean? Like basically what I'm trying to say is I would be biased always to assuming the bidder ask volume is somewhat representative of someone get aggressive to get a buy position. I mean, statistically, that's going to be the truth.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing this, like, this is just pretty heavy absorption. We kind of build a ledge on the profiles.
That's been working all day, yeah, 100%, yeah. But see how it does this little retest bullshit?
Yeah. Like, I'm seeing this offer, and I'm seeing, like, I mean, it's trying to be strong.
This is literally my thought. Like, great, you identified it, but look, you're getting, like, you had a good entry, but what if I had waited for that footprint candle close? It's like, I'm not just going to assume every time it retests like 3-4 fucking times and then boom, like, stop them out.
I would have been stopped out there, and then I honestly, because like I'd still be pretty like, I would. Oh wait, why? Oh, it didn't even get me fully out. Okay. I would have just been and kept watching because sometimes like you'll see those like little aggressive stop runs, and to me that's kind of what this seems like. To me, this seems like okay. I see like this is not necessarily strongest downside in my opinion, just because like I see this. I mean, kind of weak push. Like, okay, this was definitely strong towards these lows. So was this, but then it's quick. Like, the way that happened was so quick, and then it's instantly this next candle is just kind of like the opposite.
Follow through. And then we don't follow through. That's the key, though. That's the key. And then
you get these massive sweeps coming in, or not massive, but decently big sweeps. We're back in value. Like, we are finding that this area is not. Sellers do not. Or not, they want to try to sell it, but they're not finding value in selling. I'm trying to find the right word. They're not finding value in selling it, or they're not seeing the acceptance they want. Buyers want to push higher. Like this is a buy program essentially, and I'm watching. Okay, so these buyers still have control, and even like looking at the delta profile, like we're still bid up here. Before I see a rejection, like I would want to see that kind of taper, but also like based off like just the math of like a liquidity zone, like these people theoretically would have to flip, and they're not going to flip down here. They're going to flip up here. So I would probably just take another one off at that. All-time high, or all-time high test. I didn't get it. And like sometimes when you see those like quick flashes on the DOM, like sometimes those are the best entries. That's another thing I'm like working on too. Like that was a quick flat. Like I would have loved to like get. I probably would have put my stop at this low or a couple ticks below, but I would have loved to like stop out and then re-enter like on the strength down because it's been working extremely well. Watching this push.
You follow the direction of the flash, like flash down, or you do the opposite?
I would no, I do. Sometimes I'll do the opposite. Like sometimes you'll see those sweeps come in, and you have to do the opposite.
All right. So on that sweep, you would have taken entry at the bottom and
I would, yeah,
top of the
I would
bottom.
have tried to long this because I don't really think that this is
Yeah,
necessarily
exactly.
like
Yeah.
bare. Like we're still
I got
in
you.
value. Like that was pretty much was that value or no? Hold on, value area highs up here.
Unless it's a
And then
news related.
here's our profile as well. Like we're well above IB. I think that was IB. Yeah, 88. 86. Yeah, we're still above IB. I mean, that's an IB rebid. I mean, that's pretty common. Like Heck trades that a lot.
Okay.
I suck at
No,
initial
no,
balance. I fucking
that's
hate the
trade
first
that's-
hour.
Dude, that's the trade I took from that he called out IB rebid at the top. I'm not even kidding, and that's where my data was low and I got effed because of the Trump that little stop out.
Yeah.
Because my data was slow, I didn't even see it. It was a Trump tweet or something.
And
But,
so like I just exited this one because like when I see some of these volume bars where they just get like see how thick this is? It's thick in the middle.
Yeah, no, that's
To me,
that.
this
No,
is
no,
just
this
really really gross.
Yeah, that's it. That is no, but that was the first accumulation of the sell. That literally is what you're seeing right there.
And
Because
I actually,
they're
what
gonna-
time is it? I got short right around here because I was short. I was trading my
Yeah.
top steps. I was short up here, kind
You
of
tested
off order
people
flow,
much.
but also I was like, you know what? I'm gonna short this. I'll take a 7-point stop and I'll lean against 05. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong because NQ just looked gross at this point. Like on a time
Yeah,
frame
but
perspective,
also-
this looked gross in general, in my opinion. I'm like, okay, so now I'm thinking like, okay, we're getting this look above all this delta. Like, if I would want to see large orders come in here and these guys either flip or I'd want to see some type of sell pressure because then we're kind of getting that exhausted, like look above and we're watching late hands come in and get fucked. So we're gonna like, I think we'll see this keep trying to press and press and press, and we'll see kind of like what happens
Let
up
me
here.
show you on this footprint I have. This is literally, and this is why, dude. I need to use the footprint. I don't care. Like Heck is okay. Maybe he's awesome. All that stuff. I'm sorry. The footprint for
Some
me
people, I mean,
spells
some
it
people
out.
love the footprint, but I don't think.
For me, I don't know, man. Sometimes it spells it out. Like, look at this, dude. The one I sent you on DM. Like, you literally see the position. Like, you see what they're doing at the highs. So they're starting to build their position. Like, the issue, obviously, of course, like you actually could have taken the long, like the first up close after the. So we got two high volume bid candles. Okay,
Mhm.
you could have taken the long closed above the POC of the second high volume bid, thinking like it got absorbed, but really, and you're always guessing is it profit taking or position building? It's position building because you get two high volume bid candles. The next couple candles, yeah, they're asked, but like no volume, like quarter the volume, and then that 1158 bar that you see like in the middle of that footprint screenshot I gave you, that's the beginning of the real sell. Like
See,
now they're actually.
and I like that, but to me that footprint just looks confused. Like I like to see the number. Like I'm a numbers person. Like I like to see the numbers.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing is like it all like some people can only do Dom because that's what makes sense. Like everyone's different, and I think you have to find like what works for you, what rhythm works essentially. Because like
Yeah.
I've used footprints, never really cared. Like I cared like because they would show like liquidity zones and all this stuff. Great, but then like this one makes sense to me because I like the numbers. And that like sometimes it might fuck me, but to me it makes sense. Like it makes sense seeing at these highs we've got 43 and no
Yeah, not
sellers. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, someone is probably either
Well,
going to
that
try to be
19
passively
that
selling.
19 and 0, at 19 at 0 at the like two couple bars before. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
And to me, like, so it's weird. Like I can't have it super zoomed out. Or, like I have to keep it at a certain like length.
You can see the numbers.
Yeah, which is like really really weird. But for me it works, and I'm happy I found that like this works for me. It makes
What
sense.
you're basically doing is you're looking at like your kind of micro structure or lows and highs or like unfinished auctions is kind of what's helping you a
Yeah,
little bit.
no,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
On a small scale. Like it's all the same concept. It's very similar concepts. It's just like on a smaller scale. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're
And like when I'm looking at this profile, like I'm like, okay, like I'm glad I'm short up here. I like this. Like let's see if maybe we just balance this out. That's very possible.
Yeah.
And like
Not
looking
enough
out,
excess normally. But
not yeah,
yeah,
not like I would want to see a little bit more, but that's okay. But then like I would probably be looking at like okay, definitely these poor highs at 82. Definitely this low. I mean, this low was basically where this value was built. Like I could see
Yeah.
from this day, kind of got this like ledge,
Yeah.
and then same thing
I
this
mean,
ledge here.
you can get all that from the volume profile though. I mean, you can see it on the right, but
Oh yeah, I don't. I need to fix this because like my NQ one, I've got like a 3 week, 2 week, 5 day or something.
Yeah.
And I just need to make it a little bit better. Like, okay, just like looking off this, I can see that like, okay, this fucking 70 to 60 is a pretty big area. Like, I would expect price to kind of be attracted to there because that's where the most amount of value was built. That's kind of act as like a magnet. But then like I would long 70 and long 62. And then like we also have that spike at 61 as well. But yeah, anyways, like it's hard to notice, but like on the recent bid and ask, like this was like we had this offer at like 98, 99 multiple times, like 97 through 99. It was light, but it keeps refreshing. Like I've seen 130 come in here about like 9 times already, and I just keep seeing it refreshing. So like this gives me confidence. So like I would probably move my stop, just so if this does reverse, instead of me risking 5, I would rather take the like 2-point loss, and then I would rather short 5 where I wanted to like lean it. So that's another thing too. Is like sometimes, okay, I'm up points, so that does play a part. But my original thought process was kind of like blindly short essentially. But I was seeing a decent offer and seeing kind of buyers just not really step up. And like a lot of these candles, like on the way up, like we had buyers at the highs, almost every single one. But then once we get over here, like okay, buyers in the middle, buyers at the lows, kind of buyer here, kind of buyer here. Weaker towards the top part of the range, but like so I'm seeing this go back and I'm seeing another 160.
This wouldn't scare you right here?
No, this wouldn't scare me. Like I'm watching this and I've watched orders that are like 130, 150, 200 plus just refresh, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, because you know that's a zone that should be defended, right? So you don't care about them hitting the
yes, yeah, because this is where we had all these buyers. So a couple things could be happening here, and I would love if anyone's listening. I'd love for someone to prove me wrong because I don't know if this is right, but like I would want to see buyers defend the fuck out of the spot. Like this is why Hack keeps those orders on his time and sales because he wants to see people defend those spots. And right now I'm seeing them lose them. So if I'm 3,000 lots deep on ES, and you can't really assume that, but like I would be flipping. Like all this would be me trying to slowly get out because if they get all out at once, they're gonna have to sweep the book or it's just gonna fucking fold. So they have to like this could have been all them coming through and selling.
It's dumb.
And then as they're selling, everyone else who's trying to kind of get bowled up is like getting fucked. And then like this is where we had that like kind of skipped auction. So like I would definitely be taking some at least. Hold on, I'm trying to look at my fucking profile as well. Yeah, that's value area low as well. Definitely could take one. LVN here, I feel like definitely could take one. Sorry, I sped this up a little too quick. And I'm also at 8x speed. So like now I would kind of want to see this maybe fill in a little bit more on the profile because this is kind of really quick.
Go back to 85 maybe. Let's go hit 85.
And this is yeah, like so I'm seeing all these like skipped right here. This is where I would probably try to re-add. If I was being a little greedy, I would maybe try to re-add. Like that was really nasty down here. That's really gross. So these could have been the same people from earlier in the morning. But again, really, really gross.
Yeah, but do you also notice sometimes when we don't fill in an LVN, like a major one, like we get close and we just can't fill it, that's a sign for a lot further down? I don't know if you noticed that, but
yeah, sometimes I have actually.
I'm like sometimes I'll place an order right there and at the LVN it's like we can't even get to that, and I'm like, all right, that's a sign for lower. But
yeah, no, sometimes.
Recovery bounce.
So like on here, like I just added on that because I saw this same thing, like this like 130 kind of flash. There's 119, and then also like if you look at value, this is kind of back on the edge of value. So we kind of traded it to it and rejected it, which I believe that was top of IBH. Yeah, top of IBH as well. This is where I would probably just move my stop, like in profit or a couple ticks. I need to start putting my stop.
Yeah, low of day retest. If you're really interested, you could do.
Yeah, no, I wanted this low so bad. I actually really wanted the Globex low. That was my big. Like, I was holding to that Globex low because I saw this is where I start to see the gamma start to shift down. Like it was already 710 here, but then like I was like really confident. Like once we came up to the value area high, and we basically kind of filled that in. Essentially, like this looks a little bit cleaner. That's when I was like, okay, like we're going to fucking 10 on SPX. Like I'm holding this thing. And maybe that's a greedy mentality to have, but I was a little bit biased in my position, and I was like, man, I have a really good fill. Like I'm okay if this comes back and gets me.
Yeah, you're good.
And then NQ is also tanking at this time.
Yeah. And it was weak in the morning. Dude, tell me, are you seriously looking at time and sales with all this shit too, dude? There's no way. I mean, if you are, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it too much just because like the market orders will come up on here and the large orders will come up as like bubbles and numbers.
Yeah, and the footprint. And you're going to see in the footprint anyways. You're just missing like sweeps and like, but.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it's really hard. I kind of look at everything, but mainly I'm looking
That's what I'm
at
saying, dude.
like this right here.
And location. Yeah, you want location, and then you're looking for confirmation on what to do at that location. So I don't know. Time and sale is kind of like all over the place for me, man. It's like, oof, like. But anyways, okay. So
Like
you got.
I wish I
And
would have
why?
gotten out of there, but I didn't. I was trying to limit
Why?
out.
Why do you know when to refresh the recent bid ask and the recent and the current traded volume? How do
I
you decide
refresh
that?
this when it gets a little too thick, when it's hard to see the kind
Got
of
it. So you
like
can't tell shit
movement out of
anymore.
it.
I got. I got it. Yeah.
Watching this offer kind of try to light up a little bit. I refresh this. I don't know. I couldn't tell. Fuck. I couldn't tell you. I just refresh it when it looks like it needs to be like sometimes if I don't see anything, I'll just refresh it. Like, okay, I'm seeing just
Got it.
an auction that's fighting right here. I'm seeing bids
I
trying
mean,
to
they're
step
going
up.
up. They're trying to push it up, but they keep getting smacked down.
Yeah. And like if I want to move my delta down, I'll just move from this swing high, swing low. Okay, so POC moved down below, so that's good. A lot of volume traded down here.
That means we're accepting lower. That's
Pretty
great.
weak. I mean, like these buys are really weak. To me, this is just like sellers are either not necessarily reloading, but like this to me doesn't look like like regime shift for buyers. Like I would not have minded trying to long this or trying to chase
Yeah.
this, and I know some people who did. I wouldn't blame them. Wouldn't blame them at all. So like I would actually get out there. I'd get out here for some of them. I just saw that 190 flash and then just refreshing, even though it got eaten up. And then now we've got this bullshit on the Dom. And then like on this, I just like I'll watch it occasionally. Like I'll just watch it. Doesn't really mean anything right now. Like nothing means anything until it's filled, essentially. And a lot of people love it. Like people who like love book maps. I fucking hate book maps. I hate book maps so much. So like I'm watching like refreshing again. I'll take another one just because I'm watching that refresh. And now here we go. Now we're going to these like swing lows, which is good.
Buyers are trying. They're trying to get smacked.
But this relentless little offer here has been nice. Like if I wanna, let's see. I'm not seeing what I want. I'm seeing buyers counter refresh. Like I would maybe actually try that. And like on here, like if I'm trying, not necessarily knife catching, but as we're like dumping, like this is really hard to long. So you have to kind of be really quick with your stops.
It's super hard to long. Everyone wants to, but
yep, I would have gotten out of that. I think I'm watching this.
Your stops like literally 8 ticks sometimes.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's good, dude. That's good. That's good.
There's that 235 down there. Then there's that boom sweep.
Yeah, see, and there's an absorption rocket. There we go.
Yep.
So with the city.
That's how that's quick. And like I literally had to enter on that. I mean, yes, I'm not even looking at price. I'm literally just looking at the recent bid and ask of the chart. Even though yes, I know that's kind of like near low a day or whatever. But like you see how quick I entered on that sell. I entered basically like right here because it's so quick, and then it just gets absolutely lit up.
Because you saw the number, or was it the speed, or both?
It was both. Like I saw that seller push again. Like we had already had that sell, then I had someone try to push again, and then I went and kind of was like leaning against that. So once we had broken that, I would have taken it.
You're probably top and bottom taking a lot. Like not like a high percentage, but like you're able to do
yeah,
that.
No, my win rate is terrible. Like sometimes it's really good. I would say like average over the past 6 months, it's probably 40 to 50%. Last month was like 39. And like watch this back. Okay. So like another thing too is like watching that bounce is like so fuck. Where's that low? Sometimes like I'll go ahead and mark this low as like that, where I would see people try to flip. So like when this isn't. I don't think this is a stop run essentially, like a stop run reversal. But on stop run reversals, you'll see that extreme sell with all that volume, and then you see the extreme buying happen right after, and then sometimes we actually get like a double dip back into it. I'll send. I got some notes in my journal about it. Leo talked about it really well. And I always thought so like this is to me this is pretty thicked out, so I'll reset this. And I'm watching bids refresh. Like I'm probably
you're not setting your stop at break even here. You're just like letting it go.
Yeah, because I'm just manually clicking everything right now. So like I'm watching this. I'm watching it kind of get back.
I mean, like if you were live, would you take this at break even, or are you still confident?
I would maybe take this one on break even on my live. If I'm trading my fund, on my funds, I trade a little bit less carelessly, essentially.
Yeah.
Like I would double down on that again, and then I need to fix my fucking orders. And I've watched this refresh now 3 times, which is really good. And see, okay, see how we traded back in this zone essentially? Not to the tick,
Yeah.
but relatively. So anyone who's trying to be short here is probably going to be getting out or trying to get out. This looks way better on a stop run, or where you get that like really hard push. That's where it usually looks better. And like watching this leg, like that's weak. That's weak already. And we're watching our profile, so like okay, we have a single right here. I would probably be trying to take. God damn it. I'd probably trying to be taking profit here. Like this is this value area high. This is that previous high. This is that single.
Yeah, but
This
look,
is value.
it's also on the right, at the top of the. It's literally the little dip. At the
Oh
top
yeah,
of
the little
distribution.
LVN on the profile.
Yeah, it's literally. That's what I'm saying, dude. A lot of this stuff lines up in terms of like volume versus TPO stuff. Is very like, but yeah, I would. Yeah, and you can even lean against this LVN on your right,
Uh-huh.
like as a
Now,
as like a
now, okay,
moving
like
stop.
if I was on my live, like I would be trailing my stop, and I would put my stop probably right here at 60
Yeah,
at this
exactly,
taper.
right there.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
and that's a
Yep.
little. I mean, that's a little harsh. But because this is generational fucking buy-op, like I would put it there because I know that this is gonna go higher, without a doubt in my head. But like you can see here, like skip seller here, like that's nasty. Skip seller
Yeah, it's
again,
nasty.
like,
Well,
and
we're
we're
gonna
getting this
fill in.
push. Now we're getting back at this value. So like now, okay, so I'm watching this a little bit of absorption here. I'd probably take one. There we go. And then I'm like watching. Okay, so now there's POC. Now I kind of want to watch. Now this is just kind of my runner doing good. Bid still super super aggressive. Like now I'm like looking at my profile. I'm like okay. Now I'm looking okay. Where can this possibly go? Okay, we've got this swing high. Let's look at my profile. Or actually, I'll look at my weekly. So now I'm looking at my weekly. I'm like okay, this is where we're leaning against down here. We've got this LVN, and then the next spot is going to be 53, which I think we went to like what 54. Or where did we go? We went to 55. Okay, yeah. So we basically went right to that weekly little ledge right here on this node. Okay, so I mean we have a solid. Like I'm confident in that entry. I'm really confident. Now we've got this LVN up here. We're getting some absorption up here. I would actually, yeah, I would wait for some type of push, and I would probably be like I'd be scaling my stop as well. Am I +2? Damn, I am +2. Okay. Wait, did I add again? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to add. Anyway, so yeah, I'm seeing this absorption. I'm seeing this push. I would take one right there.
When you say refreshing, like you want to see a spot, is it one price or is it several prices?
I'm watching multiple columns. Multiple columns.
Got it. Multiple rows you mean at once.
Yes.
Okay, like a stack of like four.
Yeah. So like okay, so I'm watching this and I'm seeing right now. Okay, so I'm seeing 35. There's 35.50. I'm seeing this offer try to kind of push. I'm gonna refresh. I'm seeing.
Okay.
Okay, 86. Kind of trying to push.
86,
Like this is a pretty.
Oh,
boom,
139. Like just come. Okay.
Okay, like right there. You see that? It was like 30, 30, 30, 30. Like I saw that. I saw that like 4 times down. Okay, now we got a semi-large order got pulled. But like to me, this is a very vertical move. Like I don't love this move. Well, I mean, I'd love it if I didn't fucking add this long right here. But to me, this is a very quick move. This is where we
and look at all those skipped. Look at all the skipped asks
Yeah.
right now to show all the aggression. Like there's nothing on the ask for some of those. That to me is like strength in the selling. So you can. I mean, I guess my issue with the recent bid ask, like I said, I've been trying to lean into it, is just like I never know when it's gonna pop, and maybe the difference is between a coin flip and actually discerning it is to look at like the size across like
you'll see size and
bunch
you'll
of
just see patterns. Like Heck talks about all the time, and I thought it was stupid. It was just like pattern recognition, but like it really is pattern recognition. Like you'll see like okay, so I'm seeing this offer step up like multiple times. We're not pushing. I don't really want to long this, but like if I'm just watching the recent bid and ask, we've seen this refresh. So if this pushes back down into 70, I'm gonna probably try it if I see what I want to see. So like yes, we're getting equal buyers and sellers. We're at value area low. It's not like ideal. Watching this just refresh, and like sometimes like I'll chase. And for me, like I'm watching this kind of refresh, like okay, I'm gonna chase that. I've seen this refresh a couple times. This is where I'm kind of being like a dick for a tick a little bit. I'm watching this just refresh. I'm seeing this offer, in my opinion, kind of slow down. I'm seeing this like seller aggression on my delta map. So I'm seeing that like there's a lot of sellers, but to me it just looks really weak. I'm seeing like okay, look at that. That's fucking 20, 30.
30, 30, 50,
Yeah,
49.
Like it's decent hands at these lows, but it's weak in the middle. Like there's no
yeah.
no strength
That's
to it, in my opinion.
That's a short right there, in my opinion. Let's see. But see, it just gets eaten right back up. punch the back and forth, the tug of war, man. It's like, when do you know it's gonna? I mean, no one knows when it's gonna break 100%. But my thing is like, is it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times? Because um, maybe that's all in trade location, but I feel like I get ping pong so much. Like I'll try to follow, but then they'll just eat it back up, and I might get the move eventually, but I don't know like the timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Does that
I
make
know what
sense?
you mean.
Like it's just like it's tug of war, aggressive, but it's like, all right, do I wait? Do we pull back a little bit? Or it's fucking annoying.
Like I don't mind.
So
I
here,
don't mind leaning against this low right here. Granted, I'm up, so that
129.
plays a part. Like the 68.75, like that's kind of what I'm leaning
Yeah,
against. And sometimes I'll
look at
put
that
sometimes I'll
129.
put my stop a couple ticks below that high and low. Like I don't mind leaning against that, but granted, like I just saw that refresh really nice. I probably will maybe get stopped out. I don't love it as much. Yeah, there we go. I'll get stopped. Watch this refresh. I'd probably try that again. Seen that quick little just like flutter, a little bit of a taper, built off. Now this is where I'd probably kind of size down, be a little bit more careful.
I mean, Heck was getting stopped at too. Like it was just a nasty sell. He was
Yeah.
getting stopped out like 3 times, but
Oh fuck it! I should have chased that.
he got
And
stopped
like
out
okay,
like
so
three
like
times.
sometimes like that, I just try to chase that long, and I knew I got a shitty fill, and I just took the loss. It was like 2 ticks.
Scratch it.
Like I'm watching, like I won along this. I won along this, and I think it might have taken off without me.
Okay.
I'm gonna chase that. Like I saw that kind of refresh multiple times, and then look at the buys here. Like that's pretty good, really good actually.
Nice volume, nice ass volume.
And sometimes you'll see these like kind of slow grind down where you think like if I'm looking at a 5 minute or something, like I'm thinking it's gonna roll or I'm thinking it's gonna sell, and then you see this like this is like their push, and then you see these buyers step up, and this is actually pretty good size where it's like 146, 152, 131. Sorry, I just got a phone call. I'm watching this refresh really nice. Buyers stepping up 140. Yeah, really, really good. So now I would probably just be managing this. Like maybe I would try to target this high. I still would probably be a little bit bearish.
Want to cut this more? You might want to cut it.
Yeah.
So when I think I'm starting to understand what you mean by refresh.
Yeah,
It literally just punches and attempts. Like
Yeah.
numbers are great. Like numbers are great, but because it's the recent bid ask, which means it's the last traded quantity at that tick before it moved, it's like, okay, I just want to see like punches. I want to see attempts, whether it's numbers or like lack of participation from the other side.
yeah.
Like I want to see punches. But the thing is, it's like, and again, it's like, dude, I know I sound like a fucking broken record, but after watching these columns, it's like I'll see the punches, but I'm like, which one do I follow? Because it's not always like there's a large recent bid ask that's just so obvious. Sometimes there
like
is.
right now I'm just like scalping off. Like I'm just trading off the DOM. I am just watching recent bid and ask, and then my eyes are kind of just glaring at like what price action is
And
doing.
you're just going off the punches.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. That's fair.
Like I'd probably chase that again. Another punch. God damn it.
And that 61 with no bid volume, I would trail that. And that's pretty good. Look at that. Look at that, like 8 ticks with no bid volume, dude. Boom. Oh, and then they start dumping. Yeah, that would scare me right there. The complete reversal of hands.
Hello? Oh wait, I just muted myself, my bad. To me that's kind of nasty right into this building a ledge.
It's pretty fucking.
Still watching this refresh. This area is still kind of lighting up a little bit. Now I'm watching, okay, this is pretty high delta here. We're not really doing much. I probably just scratch this. Oh, I gotta answer this text real quick.
I'm just wondering if you're
My bad, I'm here.
on.
Yeah, no,
No,
sorry.
you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so it is perfectly acceptable to scalp off the recent bid when shit's choppy. Like, just take like a couple points.
Yeah, you can. There's some people talk about like buying 1 point or like make a point with 2 ticks or make 2 ticks with risking 2 ticks, and that's really hard. That's a good trading. I like just going into replay mode, and to me this is for me this works really well. Just kind of practicing, you know.
Yeah.
But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I don't like. To me, I don't really like this delta up here. I don't like having this little LVN as well. Profile is kind of building
Yeah,
value.
we're under.
Like to me, I kind of want to lean against this. Essentially, this 80, and like the weekly looks a lot better. The weekly, I'm like, okay, I want to target this, and then I probably will see price fill in here. You know, to me, I don't really
That's
see.
a weekly TPO.
Yeah, it's a weekly. I don't really see too much essentially.
Got it. So, yeah, I got so many questions, dude. Random one is that large trade indicator. It's just all that's all it is, right? Just large trades.
Yeah.
Okay. And the TPO versus volume profile. I mean, TPO what gives you 4 highs, 4 lows, single prints, and 1 time framing, right? And then like time spent, which is the most fair price. But I mean, technically, couldn't you get similar information from volume profile? Like you might miss some single prints, but you'll see those with extremely low value nodes. 4 highs, 4 lows, yeah, you missed that. But I'm trying to understand like how valuable that extra TPO analysis is. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think TPO analysis is really good for just kind of watching the like what is the bigger picture? Like what is this bigger auction? Like we auctioned up and we got a decent taper up here. And
Okay.
now this is where we're gonna kind of probably chop. We're gonna probably chop here, and it's probably gonna be a slow fucking grind to fill this out. This will be another one. So like, if I want to like limit long, like okay, I'm 53, I'm 48, and then I'll probably definitely try 17 to 20. But I think that this is gonna kind of fill in, and then this will be like our next area of balance on a bigger
But
perspective.
can you see that see the volume profile like nodes, like the high volume, like it's also telling you we should chop, right? Because it's kind of mirroring.
Yeah, so like I can see like okay, the most amount of volume was traded here. Most amount of volume traded
so
here and
we're going
traded
to test
here.
that at some point.
But to
we're
me,
going to retest that probably.
But to me, like this high, this looks really good. I would be really surprised if we don't stay below like 66 or 67.70. To me, this looks really good.
That's from the TPO. That's from the TPO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably would have been fine in that long. I would have gotten my little LVN, but watching buyers still press these highs and kind of get fucked. Now I'm thinking, okay, there's 15 minutes left. Like, what do I want to lean against? I can lean against this, and I can lean against that VP. So if I want to short here, like I can lean against this LVN because it's been rejected pretty much 3 times. And that's just like an MGI trade. And then we've got some delta building up as well as some sell pressure.
Delta.
And plus, this is the top.
If I remember correctly, yeah, I know what they do here. This is the kind of, I'm not going to spoil it, but this is the kind of tricky shit they're going to do before the real move. But let's see. But they're not going to give you the real move until closer to the end of the day. But, okay. So pull stacking, dude. It sounds like it's okay, but it's not like top.
It's just a visual.
You know,
like when I'm looking at the recent bid and ask, and I see this, just like everything, just like the reason I have these colors, like yes, they're OFL colors, they're really nice.
Oh, so it lights up together.
Yeah, it lights up like in your head, like when you see the recent bid and you see this blue light, or you see that like you see this red light. Okay, I'm also seeing this red light up. Okay, so now I'm seeing this. I'm seeing 67s try to bid, and so forth. I'm just, like it's just all a visual. So as I'm watching this 6, okay, like okay, I'm gonna take that, and like if I wanted to, I like would maybe try to flip along there. So I'm watching this refresh. Same thing again. This is refreshing. Like if I want to put my, like I can move my stop up here, or fucking
Got it.
like right here, because I've watched this
Okay.
refresh. Even though there's some bid and ass, this is going really
Okay.
quick, but I think I would probably try again. Take that as fresh.
166.
155. Now, yes, we are getting to our power hour, or not power hour, but like the bullshit.
Yeah, the bullshit time. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna.
there you go.
What time is it? 3.
Then they ended up taking this guy out at 67. Let's see here. Look at all that. I mean, it took that much ammo to take that guy out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we get this end today. But
That's all bullshit. I mean, dude, I do think there's some validity in the footprint there, like especially because you're watching stuff so quickly. I just think like it helps like kind of confirm what you saw, or like you literally what you just showed me, like the little high volume spots. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm just basically I'm justifying your whole setup right here. Like the only thing I don't understand is the time and sales maybe, and then like
time and sales. I mean, really, it's
That's
not much. Like, there's you could find you could find like readers for it, like where it'll show like almost like bubbles going down. That'll kind of just help you and show you like large sweeps, different. I mean, like to me, everything, and it took a while to kind of understand this. It's like colors matter. Like I see these people who are great traders and they've got these weird ass colors like green and yellow and black and all, but to them that makes sense. So like I'm not necessarily looking at the time in sales, but like if I had this filter on like 100 or whatever, which I think I'm gonna start doing because I don't really care for it. I might run 2, because sometimes you will see these like the whole book is blue and and then we're just not moving, and then you just see we just gap up after and gigabit. But I mean, like, if we're going back and like looking at this, like, yes, it's biased, it's not perfect, but like, this is a really good day. Like, this is 131 points. I mean, that's fucking insane. And I really only traded 2 minis. Yeah, I was in 3 one time. But I mean, like,
wait, so 131 is really what 70, 65 on one mini.
yeah, because this combines them, so this is 5 by 3.
Okay, so combined, so it's like 65 on a mini. So let's see.
And what's today's range? 50, 80. I mean, 50 points. I mean, that's pretty fucking good. But I mean, like,
The 65 times 50 is what? Damn, dude. 3.2K.
yeah. So I mean, like,
But
that's
times 2.
yeah. I mean, it's really good. You know.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good.
awesome. And you're just doing this swinging sim, like just
And then like
you know.
like just practicing like this and just like so sometimes what I'll do is I'll just pick a random day and load the data and just go. And I'll just keep
That's
everything
awesome,
up.
dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
that's awesome, dude. And I always harp on the setup because I think like what you're hinting at. I know some of it's a little individual, but at the same time, like I think one of the most important discussions you can have is the filtering the noise out of the information. Yeah, the
yeah.
colors and stuff and the personal nuances, but overall, dude, like picking apart, like the more you can remove shit to improve your decision making, or just like refine it down to what's important. So, but everything you have here, I think, is pretty like valid. And I know the footprint's like kind of like, I don't know how to use it, but dude,
Some people like it. I
people,
mean, it shows the same thing. I mean, when you're looking at the recent bid, or not the recent, when you're looking at like the bid and ask here, it is pretty much the same thing. And like you can refresh it as many times as you want, and that's get your like. Sometimes it's easier because I know Heck is also looking at ES and NQ. He's looking at breath. He's looking at all these other things, and that to him that works really well. To me, I will kind of like to stick to just one. Sometimes I'll put NQ up. Like if I'm trading my fundeds, like I will have like my main where I'm just like because I just trade on the dom in there, and then also just have the chart for NQ just so I can look at like the 30-minute, or I'll have the NQ TPO up. And then I'll also have sometimes I'll have my Weeble desktop up. Sometimes I need to redo it, but it kind of depends. But I mean, like, just going back, like, okay, like, we took a stop out. We took a stop out here. To fix this, I probably could have just kept that low, get stopped out, and then re-enter. But, I mean, I kind of did. I had that stop a little loose. But, I mean, that's 90, that's 7. Or, I'm sorry, that's 3 points. This is 90.5. That's 1.5. This is like a point. Keeping your stops like this is better than like bigger. Like, yes, I got a little messy here. This is 72, 69, that's 3, 72, that's 4. Like, I wasn't really happy with that. I should have just stopped out on that low, been okay. These are better, 66, that's like 2 ticks. This is 2 ticks, stuff like that. Like, this is what you kind of want to keep your stuff. But, like, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes this, like, and here's the thing: is like sometimes you could just be like your intuition could be cool. If this was the start of the day, like this, I probably would have called it. I probably would have called it here, or I probably would have just been like, okay, I probably up 10 points after this. Like I took most stop outs, but like I wouldn't have taken these. Like the only reason I took that many trades is because I have these winners essentially. So like in my head, like some people are like, oh, I only take one trade a day, and it's like, congrats, like whatever. I think you have to trade your
No,
setup.
dude, I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense in terms of like an edge over time, like letting it play out.
Yeah.
Like, what do you just fucking markets advance sitting on your couch and just click
Yeah.
buy or sell and you let it fucking run? Like, that's not how it works,
And like,
in my opinion.
and for me, it's like I'll have days where this will just be stop out, stop out, stop out. Like if I have like when I get to like that like 4 to 5, 6 stop out, even if I'm only down 10 points or 5 points or whatever, like I will just literally I physically go outside. Like I take my dog on a walk, I go to the gym, I go get food, like I just because I know like it's just not there. And sometimes sometimes the order flow does not match what's happening. Like the gigabit up, like like this nonsense you see, like sometimes this is really hard to trade. This day, this was Wednesday, like this is really hard. I hate this. Not a big fan. Like I wanted this to sell and I was greedy. I wanted this LVN, but I mean it happens. But sometimes you can get chopped up. It's just kind of like learning and recognizing what works best for you. Like I know on days when there's like 2 or 3 single prints, like I tend to kind of stay away. And then some days we have multiple single prints. Like I know I trade better on single prints to the downside than I do single prints to the upside. And then when we have that, usually that first IB, well, like when the initial balance on ES is like 30 points, like I usually tend to stay away from that. I want to trade IB more. It's a little bit harder because sometimes I'm like fascinated with Globex. Like if I was like watching Globex here, I'd be like, oh, I want to dump this. I want to dump this here. I probably would have shorted this. Like I absolutely would have and tried to target Globex lows or something, and I would have gotten fucked. But sometimes it's like you have to take away. Okay, fuck Globex. Doesn't matter. Never will matter. Most of the time, and you gotta look at like what's in front of you, and like recognizing what's in front of you versus like what's in your head is a really hard thing. That's a really hard thing to do because it's not even just trading; it goes into every aspect in life. Like if you're good in the gym, if you're good with your money and like all this stuff, like you have to be good at not necessarily like great, but you have to be good at all these aspects. Like if you're just like struggling in life, like I realize like when I get no sleep, I do not need to trade. Yes, I've had great days, but I've blown up more than I have great days. So like if I don't feel good, if I don't sleep or whatever, like I gotta step away. You know what I mean? Because that plays a big factor. Because then like you're trying to imagine things that aren't really working essentially.
Right. All right, dude. Cool. Well, I